Okay, let me get on top.
While this couple was opening up to each other, a tire suddenly burst through their window. They looked outside and realized a horrific car crash had just happened right in front of their house. Having just moved into their new home, the two were totally creeped out and thought they'd gotten the worst luck. Little did they know, this was only the beginning. The next day, Teddy checked the news and found out the guy who died the night before was a young football player. There was a hidden curve right by their driveway, and he couldn't hit the brakes in time, which cost him his life. Teddy felt really bad for the guy, but since the crash happened right outside his house, he figured he had a responsibility to do something about it. So he took a close look at that curve and noticed tons of old, worn skid marks on the pavement. Clearly, this wasn't the first accident there. To keep another tragedy from happening, Teddy used the lawnmower to clear out all the weeds along the road, making the warning sign that'd been hidden in the grass much more visible. Every night when he had nothing to do, he'd sit in the yard and keep a close eye on the road. But even that wasn't enough to stop another accident. One day, Teddy was grilling in the backyard when he heard a loud crash. He ran over and saw another car had been in a terrible wreck. The driver still had a pulse, but Teddy had no clue how to perform first aid. By the time the police and ambulance arrived, the driver had already passed away. Teddy was consumed with guilt, blaming himself for not knowing any first aid skills, for letting the guy die right in front of him. He poured out his heartache to Brooke, saying if he'd been able to give the driver CPR right away, maybe he would have survived. But Brooke couldn't handle it anymore. She insisted they had to move out within a week. With accidents happening one after another, she thought the house was cursed. No wonder the previous owner had sold it at an absurdly low price. On top of that, their son kept saying he could smell a rotten stench in the house. Brooke was convinced it meant way too many tragedies had happened there, and kids could pick up on that bloody stench. But Teddy refused to move. He was dead set on staying, determined to put an end to the tragedies once and for all.